1. We're rolling, I guess, I
He
think.
eats it to the bee.
Eat
Shut
the
the
bees.
fuck up.
Eat the bee.
I hate this. I wish I never
Tried to
showed
get
you
in
my
more.
stupid little dog.
All right. In any case, yeah, we can hear you.
Oh shit, one
Moving
second.
in.
Fibonacci's not muted
Can't wait to hear
on my
this on
end.
the pod.
There we go.
Oh, all right. Leaving and rejoining is not going to do anything. This is literally Discord for the night. This is what it's been like for me earlier.
Oh
Can
boy.
Can you all hear me?
Yep.
Just
Let
one
me
yes.
just grab my notebook. Where is everyone
Track.
else?
Austin, Sky,
Hello?
Guys.
hello.
Sky.
I can hear you.
Let's not bring up bees anymore.
All
I
right.
think that's what's
okay.
doing it.
Please.
In any case-
Please.
In any case, can you all hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah,
So
for
we'll
now.
We'll get into the recap. So,
Oh boy.
last time on Ben 10 Ultimate Alien, as opposed to Alien Force, we, how do I put this? Started the session in
Oh.
our lovely ancient communion area, if you will, a place of worship to Omnigul, the Will of a Thousand Wills. Now, saw Luciana. She seemed to be kind of out of it, with these 7 spectral monks floating behind her. And every time she spoke in unison with the monks. Apologies. Had hiccups. And from what little you did know, the keep use itself used to be a priory. And the monks, there were much more than 7. But the monks followed dark entities, particularly those being the tarnished deities, or at least that's what you assume. The priory itself was set alight by lords and ladies sometime in Second or First Era, where the 7 most foul monks thrown down the well itself. Now, Luciana believed that you, at least at the start, or maybe the monks believed, it's uncertain what was her and what was them, that you were there to kill her at some point. Now, the monks themselves wanted to feel alive in some form, maybe even through Luciana herself. And so they listed out 7 wishes. There are 7 monks. And the final wish being a wish that they would cherish. Then we rolled initiative as the monks began to form, not into Luciana or even stay in their 7 spectral forms, but into one giant conglomerate. And combat goes on for a decent duration. You eventually manage to kill, or at least vanquish, the Wraith. And Luciana was still out of it. Adam decided to throw a salt packet on her. And the lot of you did... Sorry, the constant in and out distracted me.
Yeah.
The lot of you were a little bit uneasy in this ancient place. And Cosima, of all people, caught that this was a place of worship to Omnigul, caught that Luciana supposedly worships Omnigul, and wanted to stab her in the heart. You all disagreed, and then we had a little bit of a standoff, almost. Moral disagreements, ethical disagreements. And Luciana went on to a little bit of a rant about the weaknesses of flesh. And you proceed to ask her about the calculations of the lunar and solar charts and the planar calculations as well. And nothing from her, she hadn't written them. Apparently it was a colleague of hers, a Caster Malpence, a name that holds some form of significance to Adam. Worked on... now, as you continued on, Luciana began to try and needle at you guys, to make some form of antagonizing remarks, particularly to Cosima, Adam, and Yveld. Apologies. Ugh. Luciana seemed to have been, at some point, pretty recently, a follower of Vihar's. And upon walking back up the screaming staircase, one of her rings you deign to take. And Cosima now has it. According to Luciana, our folk can wear it. None of you asked for clarification or even got clarification that it was in regards to changelings, fae, something else. You did threaten to kill her.
We threatened
she
to
was more
maim
than
her
happy-
first. Important distinction.
Maim her and then kill her. Yeah, maim her, then kill her. Now, she was more than happy to answer your questions. If a little bit sarcastic. And you went through that Adventurers Guild bag upon the hallway back, with Yuvela taking possession of the majority of things in there. It was revealed that the body in the wall of the inn is the old Lord William Fairfax's mistress. And Sai decided to try and steal 100 feet of rope and hide it from a lot of you.
I'm still not over that.
To varying degrees of success. And as you exit outside, there was some stuff about Lockwood we learned, but it did come from the mouth of Luciano, so take it on what you will. But as you exit outside, it seems about 4 a.m., which is very odd considering it was about 9 when you entered. Oswald asked Boris to knock Luciana out so you could have some further deliberation upon what to do with her. And Boris did not go the Occam's razor route, instead decided to, how do we put this? Ask politely for Cosima to lower her so he could knock her out. And Oswald, as you sat there kind of glaring in thought, one thought crossed your mind as you took I believe it was 2 points. Or 4, I forget the specific. You have to tell me at some point. But
There are no
you remember
boards in
this?
Domasmar.
Well,
No boards
we'll
in
get to that.
Domasmar.
We'll get to that in just a second. Oswald, you remembered talking about how you designed Boris off the boars of your homeland, but there are no boars in Domasmar. And with that, we'll begin after I come back from the bathroom.
Oh, cool.
Fucking sick.
Willow, I have a question for you.
Willow
before-
just
He
left!
just left.
God,
I
how do you
know.
keep missing
Get off
this?
Halo 5. Get
I'm
off
not
Halo
on.
5.
I
Oh
am
my
not
God.
on
We
Halo
can
5.
see your fucking status.
Discord
on
tells me
Discord.
differently.
It's still on, but I'm not playing.
Get
it right
off
now.
of Halo 5!
Off the Guardians. I
Not
turned off
playing it
Fallout
right
4. You have to
now.
turn off Halo.
I turned off Minecraft
Fine.
and Microsoft Teams.
There.
I made my sacrifice.
I quit the game officially.
Good.
Let me boot up Solitaire in my browser right now.
I can't believe he would just leave us
Sky.
to try it. Keep all of this. Keep all of this audio.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
People,
Crucial.
people
Bro,
deserve to know that he left
unless-
us to dry after
Bro,
the recap.
unless something really personal is mentioned, none of this is being cut. You think
Oh,
I do
God.
editing?
Walter
You think I
Hartwell
do
White, My
editing?
home address.
Nobody
301.
edits.
Y'all will have to listen back to
Ah.
this and just have, I don't know, however long segment of us just shooting shit while Willow's, you know.
Roses
This is
are red.
crucial.
Roses are red,
Is there
one foot
anything
after
we should
the other.
decide while Will's
Diary of a
gone
Wimpy Kid
against his
actor
knowledge?
sentenced to life in prison for killing mother.
True.
Jesus.
What's something we can decide or do while Will's not here that we can abuse?
Rebel! It's time
Okay,
for
do
democracy!
y'all want to know a little thing?
Sure.
During the recap,
What?
Willow was directly following my campaign notes.
Yep.
Lol.
Yep.
He admitted to that.
Yeah, no, I'm
like
not saying it's a
session
bad
two.
thing. I just, like,
Just
I'm
saying,
so
put
glad I
it out.
actually
Eyes
take the
on
time
you
to write
too.
these.
I gotta bookmark them.
I think you should start writing things incorrectly.
No.
Just
No.
warp
Those
the
are
story.
also for me. I also use them.
Yeah.
Literally, the
It's-
afterthought section
But
is
make
my
the real
planning
notes
section.
And then make them misleading.
God, no,
You
that's so
lord.
much work.
Right.
I don't have the time to put that in, that work in. I already, like, I write down the notes in a physical notebook first during the session. I then
Yeah.
digitize them, usually on Saturday, and then I, like, you know, go over them on Sunday again adding the afterthoughts.
I just had the book.
You know what?
I just have a notepad open on Windows.
Yeah. I was taking notes
Chad.
on the Google Doc, but my keyboard's too loud, so I'm using paper.
I just
Keyboard is
like
too.
All right, I did hear as I left this one of the question for me. What was it?
Yes, I personally was unaware that cantrips cannot be changed after long rests. Would you object to me changing one cantrip? One
have
that I
taken a
haven't
long
even
rest.
used.
Well, you haven't
What?
taken a long rest.
I know, but you can't, in the rule books, you can't change cantrips like you can other spells.
Cantrips are forever unless you're using the cantrip versatility feature that spellcasters get in Tasha's Cauldron of Everything, which allows you to change one cantrip during an ability score increase.
I
The
only
curious
want to
case
change
of
one.
Luciana and what the fuck she's been up to. Sorry, I just
There
read the title.
All right. So we'll get to that when we get to it.
Okay.
For right now, are we ready to begin?
Yes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are.
So
Yes.
we're back up into the same marshland outside of Stroudspire Keep that we left off at. Luciana is knocked out upon the ground, and Oswald, you're left there looking at Boris, kind of lingering sense of unease about you.
I'm going
What do you-
to have a look at you later. I'm going to pick up Luciana and plop her onto Boris's back for him to carry her.
Okay. Are you attempting to like tie her down at all, or just leave her there?
Like one loop of rope, just to make sure she doesn't fall off. But she's knocked out. I'm confident. I trust Boris to knock her out. I was not okay with the method in which he chose to knock her out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, I'm pretty sure Cosima tied Luciana's ankles now that we slung her over Boris, and she mentioned it last session.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, is there anything you would like to do?
I mean, we probably
Head.
should head to an inn.
Well,
Of
it's
sorts?
like
It's
4
at
a.m. You
least,
said,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We do
can
have
sleep if you
to
want to.
deposit. We do have to deposit.
I think
Like,
we should
get rid of
see-
her.
Yes, we should see if there are any guards that have finally left their domiciles and see if we can't turn her over to the authorities.
Yes, I do think that would be a good course of action. What are we gonna tell them exactly? Like,
The truth. I
which
don't see why we should
is?
lie.
Everything.
She
worshipped
disturbed a
on the
corpse in
gold.
an attempt to have a poltergeist attack an inn.
Allegedly resurrected some monks.
Well, yeah, we can
And
frame it as her resurrecting them, yes. Not entirely sure it was her, though, but we could, spin the narrative.
A little bit of white lies for
Yes,
a person who is a
yes.
very bad person.
I mean, she did
People like this don't
indirectly
need to be
try
out
to
on the
kill us.
streets.
Yes. Yes, I think that would be a good course of action. We should definitely find a guard too.
Yeah. I guess with that, we're going into town.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cruising on down Main Street.
But after that, we really should take, a rest.
Been knocked out.
Oh, absolutely.
It's been an
Our
eventful
sleep
few
schedule is
hours.
so
I am
screwed.
so tired.
So
I have 10 hit points.
Oh dear.
you
13.
you make your way back into town.
And
And-
Sai say something to Yvelde on the way back.
Sure.
He's gonna tap her shoulder, and he's gonna be like, "Hey, what's sleep like?"
Oh, well, sleep is when you feel tired and to regain energy, you go, basically experience a period of prolonged unconsciousness, after which you wake up, usually well rested and rejuvenated. I mean, I don't really sleep anymore, so I don't know, but well, I sleep for a bit. Let's just say that.
Okay, interesting.
So, as you make your way back, into. Are you trying to go like around the town, or are you trying to
We're
enter
just
through
going
the
to the
town?
town.
We're going in the
Gotcha.
town, I mean.
Yeah, we're going to look for a guard.
Gotcha.
Wait,
So you
wait,
enter.
actually, as we approach, I do want to check for potential, like, ghosts if they're still roaming about, because that's
Ooh,
might
can
be
we
an
roll for
issue.
ghosts?
Ghost
Uh,
roll.
okay, your choice. One person here can have advantage, or you can make a collective perception check.
What do we want to
Collective
do?
perception check. I
Not
want to do a
me. I
collective
don't want to
perception check.
roll.
I
I'm
got a
proficient.
plus 13 to
I want to
perception.
roll.
I am
The
going.
fuck?
Yvelda's gonna tap herself on the shoulder as she whispers, "Lend me your eyes again." And she's gonna cast guidance on herself, and I am going to make a perception check. I mean, do we want to do advantage or do we want to do a collective one?
I say
Not
collect.
advantage,
I say with
sorry.
advantage. I say you should have
Yeah.
I mean,
advantage.
yeah, sure,
One
okay.
good one.
Okay, so that is a 13 plus 3, and just in case we really miss some ghosts, I am gonna use that guidance. You never know. Where's my
I don't like that
couch
the
above a
spooky
die?
music is playing. That means
Yeah,
there's
no
something
one was
spooky
The
spooky
during
spooky
the
music has been
episode.
playing for the past 3 sessions. I'm
It's
used to
always
it now.
spooky.
And that's a plus 2, so that is an 18 in total. Wait,
Gotcha.
that's actually with a... Wait, hang on, I didn't roll advantage. That's a
Bruh, I got
natural
plus
20.
5. I got a plus 5.
That's a natural
okay,
20 with
never mind.
advantage.
Oh, you
Never
fell
So that's
mind.
plus 3,
Swiper, no
plus
swiping.
2, that's 25 in total.
Okay.
I perceive
So-
all.
As you all make your way into the town, Yuval, at the front of the pack, you do see here and there, even in this kind of early morning gloom, the sun has not fully risen yet. You're in like the gray stage, just before the light begins to give way.
Mhm.
Here and there, amidst the kind of low-hanging fog, you do see these kind of slow, sluggish moving forms of gray mist, like just a little bit darker in color than the actual natural fog. But nothing so alarming to it would give you pause. Though with the 25 in the perception, off down the southern end of the town, you kind of assume that as the day approaches, the spirits begin to make their way to wherever they come from.
Making their way.
But down the southern end of the town,
Floating
you do
fast.
see this.
Spirits pass.
You do see
I'm
this
sorry.
kind of odd little hunched over form. And as you look closer, you are a good 80 feet or so away, so it's a little bit hard to make out. But you see this kind of mildewed robes, maybe? And then it turns around. It doesn't look at you, it just turns around in like a general wide sweeping arc. And looks up at the sun. And it's another spirit, sure. But you'd have to roll a history check. Or religion. See what you knew about this one in particular.
I'm going to roll history.
Can I give her advantage because I'm proficient?
Nope.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, that is 6 plus 5, so that's an 11.
You don't know much about this, but you do know what it is from its appearance and its name. As it looks up toward the sky, what would once maybe have been a humanoid face with a raised brow and kind of surprise is instead this almost rotting, ragged red appearance as the muscle structure beneath skin is fully open to the air.
Whoosh.
And bits of cheekbone are peeking through around these kind of gaping cavernous sockets, these kind of grinning teeth, several of which are blackened and rotted. This is a Rawburns, but doesn't seem to have much even attention of you, as looking towards the sky it begins to stalk its way further south in the town. Not to you, away from you.
Oh, okay, that's good. What is it called again?
A Rawburns.
Raw bones. Gotcha.
Type 2.
Okay. Yvelda's gonna like gesture to the group to stop. And she's gonna like
Collaborate and
look
listen.
after the thing stalking away from us as she lowers her voice and says, "Let's proceed with caution. I really don't want to fight any more ghosts." And yeah, with that, Yvel is gonna keep making her way through town.
Okay. Where are you heading to?
Um,
Looking for a guard or
Guard.
something, right?
yeah.
Turn
There's
in
no one.
from-
There's no one out.
Hmm.
We look for like some sort of police station or the
Yeah,
equivalent.
is there maybe a guard outpost
the-
that we might have seen?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is the entranceway to the southern end of the town.
Hmm. That's where the
Then
spirit
we-
went. Well,
Then we hail the
go.
spirit.
we just hope the spirit, I don't know, dissipates or something until morning
Mhm.
light. Let's go there, I guess.
Okay. So, I do need stealth checks from all of you.
Fuck!
Oh,
I was
God.
so hoping you
Ah.
would be
You're
checks.
cruel. You're a cruel
This
man.
is cruel.
Unless you want to be loud, in which case, you know.
Oh,
you can
God.
laugh.
No.
Yvel casts guidance on herself. Sneak
I
about.
need a
it.
stealth check
Ooh.
for Boris as well, by the way.
I rolled 2 7s plus.
Actually,
for 11.
hang on. Yvelda's gonna cast guidance on Boris. Wait, I can cast on other.
Oh?
Yeah, I can cast it on Boris. Yeah. So
Boris,
Yvel,
Boris
doesn't roll
doesn't-
with disadvantage. Oswald does.
Yeah.
in that case, Yvelda's gonna approach Oswald and yeah, is gonna say, lend me your silence, as she taps Oswald on the shoulder twice, smiles and says, "You're going to need this for the and she kind of nods to Boris.
Now,
He might be loud."
Yuval, as you do this, just before you continue, tap him on the shoulder. That weight still behind your eyes lessens ever so slightly in approval, acknowledgement. Not quite sure.
Well, in that case, Boris got a 15, and I
Should roll.
got 11 plus 2 for 13.
That is an 11 plus
I didn't roll yet.
11 plus stealth. Oh god, that's a 12.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Oh no.
I also got a
12.
12.
Damn.
I
Triple
rolled
12.
two
Damn.
7s with the disadvantage.
I should roll for a Cosima. Hold on.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
The end is nigh.
That is another 12.
Oh my
What the
god.
hell?
Triple 12.
Did Boris get the highest one?
might have.
Yes.
He did.
But here's the
Light
thing.
Damn.
on his feet.
Here's the thing. You guys might like
His
this.
hooves.
Adding it all up, it equals 76. Dividing it by 6, it equals 12.
Oh my
Synergy.
I'm gonna
Now-
think of some stupid wordplay as 12 for the name of this one.
Now, you're keeping a solid 80 feet behind wherever the spirit could be, but it's hard to make out in the gloom. And here and there, you do step on and scuff rocks along the ground, the creak of armor, weapons in sheaths. Boris himself is not the quietest of individuals,
We tried.
but
Got a
eventually,
15.
you begin to see it there, maybe 100 or so feet away. It's kind of rough-hewn stone building with the white and green banner of the town kind of hanging limply above it. Doesn't appear to be lights on inside, but you can kind of chalk that up to the now very early morning. And as you begin to all make your way collectively toward the door,
It's free real estate.
you creep forwards, one by one by one. And who's at the back of the group?
Probably Adam.
Okay. As you make your way into like the stoop of this door, Adam, you can't help but feel like kind of crawling sensations up the back of your neck,
No.
like a raised hairs. Are you looking around? Are you staying looking to where you're going?
After that, probably.
You look around, and about 40 feet or so away, in the shadow of a wall, you see this rotting, decaying mess of a spirit with hollow sockets just staring straight at you, not making any sound, standing there silently.
He's
It's not
standing there
doing anything?
menacingly.
Well, you quickly take awareness of the surroundings, and you see that the sunlight begins to peek over the rooftops, and it's standing in the shadowed part of this wall, and has not moved beyond the shadowed line itself, where sunlight rests beyond that.
But so where is it in position to us?
40 feet behind you.
And
The
which direction is the sun rising from?
East.
Well, is east? I guess
Yeah.
it's to our.
East would be
Our
to your
left.
right. From
Well,
where you're facing, east would be
well,
to your
we're
right,
heading-
because you're going... Wait,
We're
hold
heading
on.
south.
Hold
It
on.
would be to our left.
Hold on. Yeah, let me just reorganize my compass. Yes, to your left.
Okay.
You
I
just
guess
want to
it's
answer
not-
that question to fuck with my direction?
No, I thought
Where
this
is
thing
east?
would live in shadows, and if the shadows stretched over to us, it'd come over to us. I guess this is not.
That
doing
would be
anything.
horrifying.
Or
And we'll just give it like a sheepish wave.
So
Continue on.
as you go to wave at it, Adam,
Take a picture
kind
of
of
the last one.
jerkily, shush. As you go to wave at it, you raise your hand, kind of awkwardly. Jerkily raises its own one in response to you. Almost looks
Oh,
at it
it's a-
confused.
It's a friend.
It's a friend. It's
Before,
Willem the friend.
as you look, the rest of your party is at the door itself, and you kind of stare at it. Looks oddly at its own hand before it just fades away into the smoke and shadow.
No, let him possess you. He could be a new friend.
Okay.
Aww.
Yes, back to my party then. That was something.
Aww. Anyway,
So you're at the door.
the cultist.
Is the
What would you all
door-
like to do?
Is the door open? I guess if Yvelda's
Nope.
at the front, Yvelda's gonna first carefully try and open the door just to check if
Give
it's
it a
It
knock
somehow.
first.
Oh,
is.
great!
It is
It's
locked.
open. Okay.
No, it is locked.
You
Okay.
knock on the door first. That's just common courtesy.
Yvelda's
Fucking barge in.
kind of like takes a breath, breathes out, and she carefully, delicately raps on the door a couple times and waits for a response.
No response.
Well, that didn't work. She bangs full force on the door several times and says, "Hello, we have a criminal for you."
No response.
Wait, we have rope. Is there anything we can like tie him
Do we
to?
want to
Just leave a
tie her
note?
to the front porch?
And just leave a note.
What are you?
Like we're Batman?
Oh, we could.
I mean, we could do. I would
could, but
not
that's
trust.
Hardly
I mean,
effective.
she's probably going to be unconscious for a bit still, but there's no saying what she's going to do when she, wakes up. Yvelda's gonna kind of like
Tie her up and leave her here.
bang on the door again, just in case. Third time's the charm.
No response.
Yvelda's gonna go over to one of the windows and try and see what the fuck is going on in there.
So you walk to the left side of the building. The window is slightly ajar.
Oh no! Yvelda turns to the rest of the party and says, so this is either neutral news or bad news. And she kind of points to the open window. I'm going in. Yvelda's gonna start climbing in through the window if she
Breaking
can.
and entering.
We're not breaking. We're just entering.
Well, we're entering.
We're entering with good cause.
Now,
At the very least, we could put her in one of the
I
cells.
will stand guard out here in case
Yeah,
a guard shows up.
Anna was gonna offer to guard as well. Mainly just hoping to see the ghost again.
now, so Adam and Oswald are standing at the front with Boris and Luciana. Sai and Yveld are going in. We'll say for the sake of this, Casimir is with Adam and Oswald.
Mhm.
As you both enter, it's kind of this faint smell of old, papers and whatnot and ink. And you're in what it seems to be like this accounting office. And the doorway leading further into the building itself is open. And the candle stubs and whatnot are, it looks to be recently put out. Nothing seems to be amiss. There's no paper scattered. There's no something like that. Some sign of a struggle. And realistically, someone should have at least heard that banging.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
So I was gonna see if anything's been disturbed.
I won't waste a roll on it. There's nothing that's been disturbed.
Wow.
Yveld is going to call out, kind of like in a almost hushed tone. Hello? Anyone? We'd like to file, I don't know, not a complaint, but, we got a person that we think that should be investigated by the, authorities?
Civil arrest.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah,
So-
that.
So, do you want to search the whole building for people?
I mean,
Or do you want to
That's
just
a
say
that's a
this and stay
threat.
there?
That's a threat.
Am a
Yeah.
You're
nerd.
not there.
here's the thing. If Yveld doesn't get a response, she's gonna go searching. 'Cause, like,
Okay.
this is weird.
Sai, are you going with her?
If anything, he's gonna be checking every corner and trying to make sure that they're not gonna get ambushed by anybody.
Sure. So, a minute goes by with no response. And you decide to start checking the building itself. Counting office, nothing. Main hall, nothing. Barracks, nothing. Mess hall, nothing. Supply rooms, nothing. Living commune, nothing. Jail cells themselves, nothing. No sign of a disturbance, no sign of a struggle.
Was
What's
that
the- what
Lockwood
was
guy
the
the only
last-
guard?
When was the last time this, does it look like abandoned, or does it look like just nobody's here?
Imagine a family leaves a house maybe 5 minutes ago and you enter straight after them.
Uh-huh, so it's recent.
So it looks like everybody just up and left all of a sudden.
Austin
Well.
had an idea, but Oswald was not there.
Well, if you two would like, make an intelligence check.
Oh, I'm good at those.
I'll
Just
give
straight up
her advantage.
intelligence? Like-
I'll just give her advantage then.
Can Sai
Yeah,
give me advantage?
Just not on this one.
Okay.
And yes, just straight up intelligence.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Wait, did you want
That
both
is,
of us to roll or just one?
14 plus
It's up to you.
3. You can roll if you like. If you can't give me
Oh,
advantage, I
I'll
think
do
that
it.
we should both roll. That is a 17.
Oh my gosh, I got a natural 18.
Cool.
Nice.
Plus or minus what?
Nothing. I have a 0 in
Oh.
intelligence.
So, it doesn't take you both long for you to remember this. Sacrificing a tome to the goddess of unholy knowledge doesn't sound like an equal exchange.
my God.
And on the
Wait,
outside,
oh my god, Omegal eats flesh. Fuck!
Oh
on
no!
the outside,
Oh shit.
Oswald and Adam
What's
need you both
poppin'?
to roll a perception check. Sorry, an intelligence check. Sorry. Just my voice.
Rolling!
Straight smart roll.
He ate the
straight
fucking
intelligence check.
town?
Oh no.
That is so evil.
Oh
He
no!
ate the
Oh
fucking
god!
town.
Oh
That
no!
is
Oh god!
12.
That
Another
is
12.
a natural 19 plus 4 for a 23.
God damn.
Okay.
Shit.
Wow.
Right.
He is so
So,
smart.
Adam,
Smart big Brin.
here's the thing.
Big brain.
You're not the biggest believer in ghosts.
I ain't
Even
afraid of
then,
ghosts.
even
I'm
then,
sorry. It's just.
even then, that one spirit, it's a very odd way of greeting someone. And he looked very confused. Almost like couldn't believe what it was.
It's recent.
Maybe?
Oh
Not quite
God, I just
sure.
realized something.
And as you sit
Oh
there
God.
in thought,
Oh
Oswald, you're looking around at Adam, Luciana, Boris. Your mind just keeps going back to Boris. And then you begin to drag your eyes to Luciana's unconscious form. And then you look back up the street and the fog's begin to clear. And it's not that the houses or buildings themselves seem disturbed. Every now and again, you see something that's open. A side door. Kitchen window. Not quite sure why, but it's
Well-
causing you unease.
Well, here's the
And
thing.
then, well, before you go on, Oswald,
Mhm.
one more thing you do notice.
But wait, there's more.
It's only now, in the absence of it, that you notice it. There's no more sounds of running water.
oh
Ooh.
God.
Oswald stares at the town for, I want to say, 5 seconds before he blinks a bit and looks over to Adam, and Adam could just see that from behind the circular spectacles. It's like just a kind of cold, dead stare, just devoid of emotion, as he says, I theorized that when we disturbed the keep, we had unleashed more than just that one poltergeist on the town. But when Luciana mentioned that the ghost was there for just that one body, my fears were assuaged. I think she omitted a few things.
As
I look
in-
over to the guard post. I think she didn't just sacrifice a book. He gulps a bit. I don't think there's anybody left in the town, Adam. Omnigol doesn't just eat books. It eats it eats people.
And I was gonna leave. What was the body? I forgot the name.
Luciana.
Yeah, leaves Luciana at the front and just kind of wanders like into the street just to like look around. Just kind of take all this shit in, like, oh,
Make an investigation or perception check, your choice.
boy. I wasn't even going for that, but I will. Investigation or what?
Or perception.
Alright. That is
So-
a 14 to investigation.
14 in the investigation. You stand there in the center of the street, maybe 20 feet or so away from the guards thing itself. And one of the lanterns catches your eye. It's gone out by now, but something about it's the odd way it glints off the sunlight. As you look closer, the reason why it's refracting so weird, glinting so weird, is there's this little tiny carving in the metal engraved in, scratched in. Same symbol in the keep.
Ooh.
Small little symbol of Omnigul, about the size of maybe half of your thumb tip. And you can't
God.
you can't help but just get the idea that this is mocking.
So I rolled a little personal roll for Oswald's initial actions. If Adam looks back at Oswald, He's now holding a monkey wrench in his offhand, and he's staring deathly at Luciana's unconscious body.
Oh.
Oh, everyone else is in the fog.
Well,
Oh.
Kasima's there, and Kasima's not going to stop you because Kasima thinks she needs to die.
Oh god.
Sai also
He's-
has
he's-
the same thing in mind now.
He's
if-
just he's
yeah.
blinking very rapidly now, and kind of got a very like heavy breathing.
Yeah.
The moment Sai figured out that she had sacrificed the town, let's just say that he grabbed his scimitar and is now storming to the front door, where he knows the front door is right now.
Yeah.
Or at
Sure.
least
Can
he's
I
in the
roll-
process of walking there.
Yvette kind of like
Can-
You
stands
guys came in
behind.
the window.
Yeah, Yvette kind of stands there for a second as like realization passes over her face, and she kind of just lets a little, oh,
Can,
And then
can
she
I
just,
roll
like,
an unarmed?
she turns to signs and is like, we
We'll
need to
get
go,
that, Oswald.
and
Okay.
just like goes over back to the window and starts climbing out.
Adam like starts as if he's gonna defend, but like he just kind of pauses and sits there and just like thinks about the options. Like, who, this, like it'd be the right thing to keep him alive, but there's,
So, Oswald, before you go to hit her, how many notches do you currently have?
3.
what does that
You can-
mean?
You can add an extra notch,
Woohoo!
and for 2, you can roll that unarmed strike.
Oh boy.
But obviously,
it's not-
it's an automatic crit because she's unconscious. So that would be a
Adam
D.
tried to
It'd be a D4 because it's an improvised
deflect
weapon
it.
plus your strength. You were too far away.
That's
Wait, why would it be a
that's-
D4? Isn't it like 1 plus
It's an
your
improvised
strength?
weapon.
If it's an
a
improvised,
wrench.
unless you have proficiency in improvised weapons. I'm pretty sure.
Well, then it would just be a D4.
No, because there's a feat that allows you to have proficiency with improvised weapons. Like, I don't know, might
Right, but
be-
if I'm not proficient with a weapon, I can just do it without adding my bonus to it. It would just be the
I mean,
damage.
your strength would be minusing it anyway. So
Yeah. That's a 16 minus 2 to hit.
No. This one would be with advantage because
I did roll with advantage.
How is it a minus?
I have a minus 2 in strength.
No. The damage would be minus 2
Oh.
strength. The roll itself
Okay.
would just be a regular roll.
And it's a crit.
It's
Oh.
an automatic crit because she's down. Yes.
Well, okay, so
Unconscious,
on the
down.
D20,
Yes.
I rolled a 16,
It hits
Minus
her
2.
regardless. Yes.
Okay.
It hits her.
and that did okay.
So then for your damage, you roll a d4 and then minus the 2, but you'd still double it because it's crit.
Okay, that's 2 points of damage. For a 3 minus 2 double to 2.
See if I can get a good sound effect. Hold on.
Oh god.
The horny bonk.
Ooh.
Just this kind of low. Actually, wait. Hold on. Got a better one.
Ooh.
Just right
Oh,
on the
no.
back of her. So you bring this wrench slamming down right in the back of her spine almost, and you feel something give. She just take the 2 points of damage, and at this point, Yveld and Adam
Yeah, I'm
and Sai
starts to
can
win the
all-
second that happens. He's watching it go down. As it were.
Oswald, so Adam, we okay, so bad shit is going down. And you know, like, Genuine looks nervous. Her eyes are like darting around. Like, she seems like trying to like. It's almost as if she's like
you-
trying to engineer something in her head and just is failing. As she looks at Oswald and is like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Okay, I think we should wake her up and question her.
So we get there, right? So wait, all 3 of us got there, right?
Yes.
Outside? Okay.
Whatever she did, wipe the
Sai,
fucking town.
The moment. So while Yveld is talking to Oswald, Sai has this look of fury on his face as he's about to raise his scimitar and decapitate her. Or try to decapitate her.
Adam's gonna. I'll take out the crowbar and just kind of like defend. Like, this is wrong. We shouldn't.
I thought you were
I
about
don't.
to
Does
They're about
Yvette
to
see
Joker her
Sai
ass.
raise the
Yeah.
sword?
I would
yes.
think so.
So he's not
Yeah.
hiding it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
there is no hiding here. He is just
This is
straight.
very
He's
much-
like, she needs to die
Guys,
now.
guys, like, I know that we're all probably really fucking pissed on her right now.
Sai is gonna take a swing at her, or is gonna attempt to, as she's saying this to him.
God
Well,
damn it.
Adam's there, so you would have a reaction
Okay.
Adam, to.
Yeah.
Adam, what you do?
I was trying to stop that shit, like block it with the crowbar. Like,
Okay, so how does this
So
work?
that would be a contested strength check.
Alright.
Oh, boy.
As Sai is the defendant, it is acrobatics or athletics for you. As Adam is the initiator, it is athletics.
Could I assist
Okay.
by,
So,
like,
mine-
trying to
mine
grab
is
Sai's
what?
arm?
Mine's what?
Yours is acrobatics or athletics, your choice.
Okay, acrobatics.
Yes, you can assist.
Oh.
So Adam, you have an advantage on your athletics check.
Okay.
Ooh.
Alright,
My best
you
was
tell
10.
me what you got. I got 11. Yeah.
Oh my god.
I got 11.
Roll a
I
hit.
used acrobatics though. All right, roll to
He's a
hit.
scrawny
Okay,
little fuck.
this what I am.
God.
I'm using my scimitar. That would be shit. Scimitar is okay. Roll to hit. That is a 1d6.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Ah, natural. I got a 1. Plus 3 is 4. I got a 4.
No, but if it's a natural one
Jesus
with, like...
Christ.
No, it's an
it's
auto
so-
crit because she's
So
unconscious,
it's 8.
Oh, it's
8
oh,
points.
isn't it?
Yeah, it's 8 points.
point.
So scimitar goes down, and Adam, despite your attempt to
I
deflect
mean, he
with
just
the
gets like pushed aside.
crowbar,
He's a little guy.
it goes like cutting deep into the arm. And at this point, Luciana is awake.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Oswald just looks down at the wrench and lets it slip from his hands as he just falls onto his ass into the dirt. He's just kind of looking really shocked.
Uh,
Yeah. Noticing that Luciana's awake now, is like, at least then it would have been humane. Now it's not. Stop.
Fault for blocking my attack.
Sai, please, just... Yvette goes over to Luciana and, like, wrenches her up from Boris. And, like, just... Is there a wall nearby?
Yeah.
She slams her into the wall. And she says,
Needs
"What the
to
fuck
die."
did you do? What did you really do?"
She sacrificed them. She sacrificed them all.
I had to do to stave off the apocalypse.
The what now? What apocalypse? You wiped the population of an entire town.
100 over 1,000,000.
So I try to charge her and try to impale her with his sword again, because he's just everything. Nothing matters. He thinks she
wouldn't
needs to
Yvette
die
be in
now.
your way?
Of course, yes.
Yes, Yvette would be in
Adam
the
would
way.
do it.
Ah,
Still in the defense.
Also, considering that Yvette literally just witnessed Sai try and like attack Luciana, she is like actively standing, so like kind of like between you and
all
Luciana.
right. In that case, Sai is gonna put his hand on your shoulder and he's gonna be like, "Move now."
Yvette, still holding Luciana, turns and says, "I
Alright,
have questions for her."
He's not gonna answer. You can't reason
She
with people like
is
this.
Going
She
to
is
answer
not.
them.
None of them even screamed.
Sai,
Fine. Once you fail, and she doesn't say anything of value, you hand her to me. Understood?
You felt let. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Just let him do it.
no, I'm not going to just let him kill someone. Look, and she turns to Luciana and says, "You're hearing those guys, and you are really trying my patience. You better lay out all you know."
Your patience. I have been nothing but freely giving to your questions. Have I not?
I don't care if you've been giving to our questions. The amount of
We
innocent
asked
lives
you.
you've ended.
Why and what you were doing, and you didn't. You decided just not to mention that. Oh, apparently you were planning an apocalypse. Actually, can I insight check that? Like,
Absolutely.
okay. One second. God, what's my
Yeah,
insight?
Oswald's just panicking.
Sai just
He's
has,
having a
his
moment.
bloodied scimitar
That
in
is
his
a
hand, just in
9
pure
in total.
fury.
You can't tell.
We don't even know if she's
And
telling the truth.
as you
Oh boy.
look at her and say these things, these statements, these questions, she looks back at you and this kind of serene expression on her face. You realize that if I wanted to, I could simply leave. You've not gagged me. I can still speak, but I am still here to answer your questions.
Then
I'm
answer
still
them.
here to show you why.
What apocalypse are you talking about? Why the fuck did you say that? Oh, you would just sacrifice the tome, just a little scroll, just something. Aren, history.
How healthy does she look? How healthy does she look? Like, is she bloodied at least?
A sneeze away would be
Oh,
the correct
dear.
description.
DM,
bloodied
Sai's
or
ready.
death?
important
Sai is
question.
fucking ready.
From death.
Can't we just find
Okay.
Death.
your
Sai
bite
is
DM,
ready to
DM.
end her fucking
Oh, God.
life.
and turn her in there?
Guy, DM, important question. Does
Yes.
Luciana Tiovel look like a person who is afraid to die in this moment?
You can't tell.
Okay, I need to make a personal roll for Yveld.
So Adam
Yveld
decides like
looks at her
just-
and then like kind of like looks over her shoulder at Oswald, who's I guess fucking losing it over there, and Sai with his
Yeah.
bloody scimitar, and Adam, who's probably also not doing really well. And she looks back at Luciana, and her hand shakes as she takes it off her shoulder and steps away. And then
As soon as you
steps
step away, you just hear her mutter a single word
Oh
of
shit.
something, some language that you can't tell.
Ah, fuck.
I need you all to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no!
Man.
You should have
Should've
let
let
us
me
kill her!
Fuck!
Should've let us
No,
kill
I was
her.
literally gonna shoot her, but I was letting you have a moment. Ah!
My characters have fucking
Why did I
morals. My
fucking
character
butt
has
in?
fucking morals. I'm sorry.
Constitution saving throw. You're
All
fucking-
right.
21. 21.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll roll for Boris.
Oh,
I
shit,
got
That's
17.
17
Okay.
plus
I'm
2,
gonna
19.
roll.
I got a 17.
I got a 16.
Okay.
By
about
the way,
Boris?
the moment that she stepped back, Sai's gonna try and take a swing at her.
Oh no,
And-
I know,
Yeah.
but here's the thing. She knows that too.
Yeah, I figured.
Uh,
Is
Boris
this a
got a
charm
16.
or a? Is this a
So-
charm or a magical sleep?
nope, it's neither.
Okay.
So, you all, apart from, so actually, I'll roll it first. So, Adam, Sai,
Cracking.
you all take 15 points of thunder damage,
Ooh.
as the rest of you, being Oswald, Yveld, Cosima, take 7.
Ugh.
As
Seven.
I'm going to write this marks down on Cosima's sheet. As soon as your grass leaves hers, she's well aware that she's about to die. She's not stupid, and she thundersteps 90 feet with this kind of thunderous cacophony away from a lot of you. As you look around with ringing ears, there she is, 90 feet away.
Firebolt.
Wait, her ankles are tied.
Firebolt!
Oh, I know.
Yeah. just-
Firebolt. Firebolt. It has a range of 120 feet.
I know. We'll get to it. Don't worry. And as you go to Firebolt, Oswald, Oswald, you can roll to hit. For one.
That is gonna be a 19.
Adam want to shoot her? Is Adam able to? Is Adam able to shoot her
19
too?
minus 7. That's...
Adam's
Adam-
incapacitated on the ground. He's in
Isn't
death
Adam
saves.
down?
oh
Yeah, Adam's
shit.
down.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So, Oswald, 19 hits. Roll for damage.
I scramble up, just rip open the bag, grab the metal tube, and I whip it towards her, and I shoot out the firebolt. It
Oh,
does
bloodied.
9 damage to her.
She has 1 hit point remaining, my friend.
Good.
I just
Fuck
want
her.
you guys to know.
No.
Once the VOD drops, I'm gonna find the exact timestamp of when I was gonna say I was gonna shoot her, and then heard someone else start talking, and then stop talking.
So,
I'm gonna find that
here's the
exact
thing.
moment.
Here's the thing. You send out firebolt, swathing towards her, shooting forwards, right into her. It impacts her, and as her own like almost blue robes wrap around her and come to swirl in on her, Yveld, you hear just this faint little in the back of your mind. So there was someone else there watching too. As both you and Keeper hear it. As Luciana's robe wraps in upon herself, collapses into this tiny little ball, maybe about the size of your thumb, and vanishes from view.
What?
Fuck.
Adam is down.
Yveld, if she sees that Adam is down, goes, "Oh shit, Adam," and walks over. She
She goes to
kneels
walk
next to
over.
him.
Sai's gonna try and block her from moving, and he's just got this face of just
So you're going to block her from trying to get to
I'm gonna-
Adam. Adam, roll a death save.
Oh god!
basically, yeah.
Yvel pushes him out of the way. Yvel, like,
He will.
a person
He
is
will.
down.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
that one's 2 fails, right?
yeah. It is.
Oh, let's
Right.
go.
Hey, I'm sorry a bit meta about this. Track, get out of the fucking way!
Sai, you don't want
Nah,
to do this. And
Sai
Yvel is gonna
hasn't
try and
seen-
push
has
him over the
Sai-
way.
Did Sai see him?
What's your passive
Yeah.
perception?
Oh, you absolutely. Adam's down. You can see him.
Oh, in that case, I would have healing hands. I thought Sai
Yeah,
was
Yvel was
backwards
gone.
turning to
Oh
him.
Jesus.
All right, can I cast Cure Wounds on him level 2?
No, you can't.
Jesus.
Sure. Yeah.
After, of
If
course,
you
this
have
would be
the spell
after
slot.
Yveld. Yeah, after Yveld pushed me out of the way, and I would look at Adam, and I just cast Cure Wounds level 2. I do have
you'd
this
have to-
spell slot.
Okay.
I
Sure.
have this spell slot, yes, but it's at level 2.
Yes, sir.
Oswald is still
Uh,
standing,
The
magic
facing
number.
the direction where
Okay.
Luciana apparently disappeared and didn't
And
die, and his hands are
Cosima's
just
not
shaking
dead,
around
right?
Nope. Seems fine.
Cosima, okay, good.
and his
All
hands
right,
are just
you
shaking as he's holding the
heal-
tube.
You heal 9 hit points.
Cool.
So, Adam,
Yeah.
as soon as that thunderous sound rings your ears and sends you writhing to the ground, eyes slowly close, or maybe they close quickly. And kind of sense of delirium about you as various images and scenes and feelings and thoughts just rocket and race through your mind, or maybe they move at a snail's pace. You can't tell. The one thing that is a constant, however, is this kind of, to anyone else, it might have been annoying or even disturbing. To you, it's comforting. This continuous sound of a hammer on an anvil. As you begin to drift away before you were brought back.
What happened? Where did she's?
She fucking disappeared. Yvel's hands are just shaking.
I spat out a little water for
Sai
that.
is going to grab her shoulder, spin her around, and with his angry face, be like, "What the hell were you thinking?"
Okay, Willow, so she's gone.
Yep.
There's no body. Can I roll an Arcana check to see how the fuck that's possible?
Absolutely.
That's going to be a 12 plus 6 for an 18.
Okay. So for an 18. Apologies, just give me 1 second.
Because she casted a spell. Which
She did.
isn't a
Water
reaction.
all over my
it's not-
paper doing that res bit.
She did cast a spell.
And you
She
can't
casted-
cast 2 spells in 1 turn unless it's a reaction that's not on your
That's-
turn.
You can't cast 2 spells in 1 turn as a player.
Not all NPCs
I'm going to
follow
use that
PC
against you
creation
on
guidance.
Thursdays. I want you to
That's-
know that.
Boris is not a player.
Oh no!
That's fine, but with an 18 on the Arcana, this was some kind of recalling spell. Word of Recall is the closest you have to place to it, but it didn't seem quite right. As now you're thinking about it, as she turned to face you and your firebolt struck her directly in the shoulder, the right hand came clutching up at the hip to pull on a single cord of the belt. And then she was gone. Word of Recall is the closest spell you have linked to it. But you're also not stupid. She was very much in contact with beings of higher power.
Did the firebolt hit?
Yes.
Did it?
It dealt those 9 points of damage.
So,
The thing's burning.
so wherever she went, she is now unconscious, but she'll probably be
Nope.
fine.
Nope, she's not. 1 hit point left.
Oh, she had 10 HP, and it brought her down to 1. Of course it did. You D10, you've betrayed me this day.
Literally, if I had rolled just a little bit higher on my damage roll with my scimitar, she would have went down.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oswald's like holding the tube, still shaking in the direction. And he just kind of side eyes Cosima and says, "We should have let you kill her. I was going, and I faint."
Okay, before anything, faint.
I faint. Oh, this is big for Oswald.
No.
This has been
No,
so fucking.
This is fine. Oswald, you faint.
Yep.
Can't help but this will be gone as soon as you've awoken. But there's this odd sound. You can't help but place it, then you realize it's the same kind of sound you've heard your butler make before when your kids have been messing around. Fond memories of this little tut, like the voice that comes afterward is not your butler. Oh, Oz. We've got so much to do. Then you're unconscious. Fully. And you will not remember that when you wake up.
Oh, dear God.
No, I will not.
Yvel looks at Sai and says, I panicked, okay? I panicked. There. I stepped away so you could attack her, and
You
yeah.
fucking panicked.
Yes.
She actively admitted that she had her mouth to speak somatic components. You didn't think to put a
I
rope
thought
in her
tying
mouth
her
or
hands would,
something?
I thought tying her hands would be enough. Usually, you need to, and she got like start moving her hands around. You know.
He kind of like grunts in frustration. He's got his hands on his eyes and is like rubbing them with like frustration. He's like very angry. She would have been dead. Dead!
And you think that would have fixed something? You really
It
think
would have
that
at least
would have...
prevented her. It would have at least prevented her from doing anything immediately. I believe
She's
that
dead
if
on her
she-
feet. For all we know, I don't know.
Adam's
She could
gonna
have
fire
Yeah,
teleported.
and it's any
shot
better
into the
letting
air.
her. At least she would.
Big old
Okay.
crack.
So in the middle of this argument, Adam lets off a single shot.
Yvel kind of like
Just these.
uh,
It made
Right,
people stop
her
talking
hands
before,
fly over
and
to
I'll do it
over
again.
her ears as she says, "Gods above, stop firing that thing. What even is that?" Look, yeah, I panicked. I'm sorry. You
She's
guys, I've
alive,
never-
and anything else she does from here on out is your fault.
Oh
Yvel
damn.
looks
And she
really
and Sai just with
like, Yvel
that
kind of just freezes
walks.
at that.
What's
Yeah,
the
and
show
after
grade?
Sai says that,
Bonus action
he
regain
he
1d10
walks
plus
he
3.
walks to go look for an inn of some kind.
Sure.
He's not going out on his own though. After I'd say about 30 feet, if he can't see an inn from his periphery, let's head back to Adam and Oswald. So he's not gonna like wander off. He's just looking around.
I did the second wing thing, and I got 13 HP.
Nice.
Yay.
I'm at 22.
I'm
out of
good for you.
33.
I'm at 3 now.
Oh dear. Does you Yvel just
And I
like,
fainted. I'm
looks
on the
around.
ground.
Is Oswald still on the ground?
Yep.
Adam wants to try to ask Boris to grab Oswald.
Yvel's
Boris
Yvel's gonna
has
approach.
no.
Boris has also
So-
3 HP left, if I
Oh,
remember
dear.
correctly.
So here's the
He's
thing.
a champ.
Adam, you gotta ask Boris, and there is no response.
Is he like off, or is he just like idling?
Oh, he's stood upright. It's very clearly everything inside him is working. Does not respond to your command.
Oh, please.
Yvel's gonna approach Oswald
Wave in front
and
of him.
kind of like. First, she's gonna kind of just nudge him with her foot. He looks alive, right?
5 more minutes, boys.
Yeah.
5 more minutes.
Oswald, we should get going. She's gonna like kneel over, shake him a bit. Come on. We shouldn't just stay here. Come on, get up.
Oh.
Oswald, get up!
I'm up. I'm up. I'm up.
Oh, there we go. I thought you were actually, I don't know, dying or something. That was worrying.
I feel like it. Ow, ow, ow. Ow, everything hurts. Everything's in pain.
Probably because, well, actually,
If on a scale of 1 to 30, I'm at 3.
1 to 30. That's a really wide margin. And
I'll be
she
specific.
is
Oswald's
gonna
got-
she's gonna stretch out a
Oswald's got a
hand
big
to
brain.
Oswald.
Oswald
on.
takes it. Ow,
We should
ow.
find a place to recuperate and then I don't know, figure out what we're gonna do.
Yes. We must
Adam
rest.
stops and he goes,
We
"If
have
there's no
to.
one in the town, is there an innkeeper?"
You know, if
Not
while
now.
Ty is looking, y'all would notice that he is actually limping around. If y'all are actually like looking at him closely, but he's like limping.
Even if you care.
If you care
even
to
care.
look.
Just let's go to the Knack's Head. Find
Oh,
some
yeah.
beds, sleep.
We're surrounded in empty beds right now.
I don't want to sleep in somebody's home.
Yeah, that's
That's all
just
right with you.
weird. Or let's just go to the inn. Or tavern or whatever that thing is. So I guess we're heading
So-
to Nag's Head.
Yeah, if Sai hears this, he would be heading there as well.
So there is the Nag's Head. There is under the bridge tavern, and there is Polly's place, the Firelight Drift.
I don't think any of us would want to go to the
We're not
Firelight
going back.
Drift.
Yeah, we're not going back to the
But
firelight. There's still a
True.
body there, technically.
true, but failing all of that, there's numerous buildings around. Take your pick.
Nag's Head.
Nag's Head.
Nag's Head.
Nag's Head.
Nag's Head.
We like it, the one.
Well, you want to go for your stag night, boys? Nag's Head.
Wasn't-
Nag's Head.
I'm at a hardy
Thanks, Ed.
22 HP.
Yeah,
I
what's
want to
it
look
that-
around for some kind of supply.
I am
shop.
so
fair.
happy for you.
Uh-huh.
I'm so fucking happy that you have 22 HP.
I can't heal you, bro.
I know you can't, but I'm so happy.
I
for you.
have
Yeah,
Spare the Dying
wait.
in case anyone, kicks it. Just in
Okay,
case.
let's just say me and Boris have something in common right now.
Oh,
Both have 3 HP.
We both have 3 HP.
wow.
Well, you also have it in common with Oswald because he also has 3 HP.
We all have
So-
3 HP.
Not me. I
So,
have
We're,
15
we're the
HP.
3 trio.
So, it
And
doesn't
there's
take you
4
long to
3s and
find-
12.
Oh
No.
my god, it's all
It
coming
doesn't take
together.
you long to find the Nag's Head, even amidst the overall oddness of what's happened. And the door is easily pushed open. If you would all like, you can take a long rest.
Yes.
No,
I wanna
just keep
Yeah.
a watch.
Well,
unless
I
you
before
want
want
to look
to.
for some kind of like supply
Before-
store. Just like kind of go off. 'Cause I'm doing well.
But before
Oh.
Oswald sleeps,
Um,
there is something I need to do.
Yuveld
Yep.
is gonna announce and say, I need an hour, but other than that, I can keep watch indefinitely.
Very well, I'm going to find myself a room.
You do that.
And
She
I
pats
will
him on the
just-
shoulder.
Drift off with Boris.
Sai also goes and finds a room, and he's gonna cross his legs on a bed, and he's gonna meditate specifically about Drew Aren, and how much he misses him.
Yep. Oswald, did you want to do something? Sorry.
Yeah. So I'll find a room.
Yes.
Doesn't matter how many beds there are or what size it is, just a room. I'll walk in. Well, I guess we should add. Are there any remains?
Nope.
Okay, cool.
Christ.
So I'll gesture for Boris to enter, and when he does, I'll shut the door. And I'll just limp over to the bed, collapse on the edge of it. Ah! Boris, come here. Come here. I'll open the tool bag, pull out a wrench, and just tap him with mending a couple times just to get him back to max. Because there's no limit on the mending healing.
I have a stapler here.
Yeah.
Once he is fully reconstructed, override command. Tobias, put down the cookie jar.
Oh. Hangs there limply.
Okay. I reach into the bag and pull out what appear to be 2 flathead screwdrivers. And I... Oh, well, what's his... It doesn't matter. I will go over to his forehead and I will inscribe a special personal rune. It essentially looks... I'll start with the... like at a point with both of the flathead screwdrivers, and then I will spread out and draw 2 parallel shapes that are hearts, like the wings of a butterfly or an opened locket that is heart shaped.
Mm-hmm.
And once I complete those 2 shapes and I reach the same point, that plate should pop off.
Yeah.
And I would take it off, place it down, and now with those flathead screwdrivers, I go underneath the other plates of the head and begin to take off those plates too, and place them down. I'll
Yes.
go over to the ear coverings, take that off, lift it off of the sort of phonograph cones that come down to a apparatus of strings that is used to calculate my voice, that it took ages to make, to calculate various tones and distances. I'll put that cover down on the ground, and I want to look at what Oswald remembers as the central cortex, essentially being a sphere that is metallic with runes inscribed on hexagonal pieces.
So, I need to make a wisdom save.
Yep.
Oh
Oh my
boy.
God.
You got it.
This is so intense. Holy shit.
That is a 12 minus 2, 10.
Ooh.
Put back on all the various plates, and you think to yourself, it all seemed fine. So glad you left it. Nothing wrong with Boris. Maybe just some odd personality tweaks.
Well, when I'm not in pain, I'll give you a closer look. And I'll lie down on the bed and drift into sleep.
Absolutely. Now, I'm going to move to Sai, who is cross-legged upon the bed, in deep meditation, thinking about Drew Farron. And there's a little sense of anxiety about you, as this is the last place you could track Farron to. And this kind of intrusive thought begins to creep into your mind of, what if he got caught with everyone else? What if something happened to him in the marshes, or what if he went to the keep, or if Luciana got a hold of him? And so many things just begin to build and build and build and build. Doesn't look like you're gonna find much comfort in your meditations today.
that case, he would probably meditate about something else, just like fall into. Well, the way it's described in the, it's like a sleep. It's like a
It's like it's a trance essentially.
yeah. It's a yes.
Yep. Yep. And
So does that mean I do not take a long rest?
we'll get to that. Don't worry.
Okay.
But after 4 hours, when you open your eyes once more, you notice that in the bedpost of the bed, you scratched in with your nails, almost subconsciously, these really crude, four-legged creatures. Could almost, at maybe a very rough glance, could be a bear. Gonna move
Like
over
a
to you,
fish
Veld.
up eaten.
I was expecting you to
We'll
say
get to-
could be a more.
Okay.
Well, we'll get to
You said
we'll
you
get to you
woke
in a
up, so
second,
I got
Adam.
spooked.
No, don't worry. That's what he's gonna find when he wakes up.
Alright.
Veld, what are you
Question:
doing?
Has everyone already gone like to the rooms, or is
Adam is out on the town. But yes.
Oh,
everyone
Adam's just
else.
going. Oh, Adam's going around the town, right? Okay. So Yveld is going to remain well in the main area where the tables are. Kind of like looks around, looking lost for a second, as she grabs a chair, pulls it over, puts it in front of the door frame, and sits down facing the door frame as she straightens her back and just closes her eyes for a second, and she falls asleep. Purposefully so.
Where are you going in your sleep, Yveld?
Well,
What a fascinating question.
there's really one place Yveld goes to whenever she dreams. And she only goes there to meet with a certain someone or something.
Absolutely. And as you begin to fall your way down into the depths, these odd traces of dreams that aren't your own hit your mind. Stuck in a web of black spider silk, frozen in the mind-numbing silence of space, flattening settlements that I have made force down my throat, and I'm sick, and it's not my fault. Ships burn like I will burn. Gather in frightened, huddled, trapped, stuck, doomed groups. And just before you begin to get yourself lost in the undertow, you're in that same cavern that you are every time you choose to come here. Flaming blue lights take up the wall, unaffected by the seawater around them. And in the black, something moves. And to anyone else, it would be terrifying if they could even comprehend it. And to you, it's this odd sense of comforting. As wrapping around you is not a body or appendage or a thing. It's one singular gargantuan scale, winding its way around you at impossible size, to the point where the cavern can't possibly hold it, but yet it does, along with everything else. In the depths, you're with the Keeper. And you know the Keeper doesn't speak to you unless you speak to it, because it does value your privacy and your autonomy. What would you like to do?
What a swell guy.
Yveld honestly does feel like relieved because holy shit, there's just so much going through her mind right now as she says, hi there. It's been an eventful couple of hours.
Yes.
Yeah. I may or may not have really fucked up. I'm sure it'll be fine. She's like half dead. She probably can't get anywhere. Oh wow, there's
Is that a question?
oh no no, that's a comment. I'm still processing a lot of things right now. So this
She
lady.
lives,
Oh,
given freely.
not even close to the brink of death.
Close, but things far more powerful than I have stakes.
Hmm. Well, that sucks. Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of figured out that, oh, she works for Omnigul. Yeah. She used to be a follower of Vihar, apparently. And I guess Vihar didn't give her what she wanted or needed, which is weird. I mean, like, Vihar's a powerful guy.
And so far, in tones that are familiar to you, the voice of the speakers come from far away. The name of Vihar, however, his voice emanates from all around you. Vihar!
Yeah.
Closer to the point where it almost makes you the slightest bit uncomfortable.
Yeah, Vihar, you know, the whole Mad with Power guy. But for some reason, I guess she didn't like the arrangement, so she turned to Omnigul and then went to the keep, and either guy, the whole monk thing happened. And she mentioned how, oh, she sacrificed a book to Omnigul, a scroll of Aren history, were her words, I believe. And then when we, made our way out of the keep and into the town, we realized that that was not the only thing she sacrificed. We are the only people in the town right now. And she looks
The
really
voice
panicked.
the voice changes once more as it is wont to do. Peace, peace. Knowledge is not the only thing in a book. The history of Aren has always been your folk.
Yeah. Oh God. Oh damn. Oh dear.
And I would hazard to believe that whatever she sought, she's not gotten yet. Because this is the way of these things.
I mean, she seemed to behave, well, strangely. She talked about how something didn't work, that she failed to accomplish something, but I don't know, maybe she was lying. Not the best at telling when people lie. But I let her go. Well, I didn't mean to. Everyone was kind of dead set on killing her after we figured out what she actually did. And except I stepped away to let Sai, she kind of mimics a stabbing motion. Uh, but then she cast a spell, which I thought she would need her hands, and she only needed her voice for that one. Uh,
Some spells are tricky things. Winding, incomprehensible things.
Speaking of,
You know that I can't offer you anything unless you ask questions.
I know, I do have questions. Firstly, so I was wondering if you could be bestowed with the gift of comprehending ancient archaic undercommon, specifically the old undercommon. We have a book that's written entirely in that language, and Adam and I have been able to decipher stuff, but not nearly as much as I would want to decipher.
This kind of almost tense atmosphere that waited for you in the waking world is slowly beginning to lift itself off your shoulders. And it's down here in this alternate plane or just depths of the ocean that you can't help but feel safe. You ask this question, the voice comes again. Did you mean First Era or Dark Age?
Huh, damn, I did not consider that. DM, would the book be, which of the, like, could I maybe having looked at the book, be able to tell, like, how old it
Yeah.
is?
It's probably First Era.
Right. I hate to cut you guys off, but I do have to go right now.
Yeah, you're all
I
good.
sent you some things in your DM, so
Ooh.
you can continue on without me. I'll see you guys next week and possibly
good one.
even sooner. Thank you guys. It was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Bye.
thank you.
Okay.
And
See you, homeboy.
yeah,
Bye. Have fun.
don't forget to check those things during the session. Check the DMs. All right. Willow,
This is
Yeah.
fun.
I sent you the instructions.
I know,
All right.
I saw.
Bye,
You're
bye
good.
guys.
Bye. And it's presumably First Era that you're looking for.
Yeah, we could probably start with First Era, and then, if that doesn't work, we'll try, Dark Ages.
My gift to you, freely given.
Thank you. And okay, that's one thing off the list. Secondly, Luciana, or well, her co-conspirator, some Castor Malapons, something like that. They were calculating something, a date for something. Celestial charts, planar calculations, and I haven't been able to get a clear answer on her on that. I think she was withholding
Make
information.
a persuasion check for what you're asking.
Oh boy. I don't think I'm good at those. I am not. That is a 16 minus 1, 15.
Ideal in dreams, Adam. I can't deal with people who do not dream. However, Castor Malpants seems to haunt one of your companions' dreams nightly when they
Oh?
daydream.
Could you point me to which one? I mean, Adam said no, he didn't know the guy, and I don't think it's Cosima or Sai. Maybe Oswald. It could be Oswald.
Some people lie to keep themselves in relative comfort. And as you stand there, or floating there, flying there, it's hard to tell. Now that you think about it, feelings of dreams begin to tug back at the back of your head. And somewhere, is this dream yours? Someone else's? Other tiny stars calling out. You try to answer, but it can't hear you, can't help you. You want to help, but you're back here. Regrettably, as always, our time is very short.
Wait. One last thing. Luciana said she knew you. Luciana, I would kind of refer to you as which I really didn't like. That was really mean of her. She said she seemed to know about you. I was
Some
just,
mortals go grasping in the dark, and some things answer back.
huh.
I am not one of those, madam.
Wait, so she lied to me. That bitch. Dang
There's
it.
this kind of rumbling sound from around you. And you begin to realize it's this odd sense of husky kind of laughing. Regrettably, as always, once more, our time draws close.
Yeah, I know.
Remember, I am not far. Should you only need me, just ask.
I will. Thank you for the undercommon again.
Thank you for the company.
And
And
yeah,
as you
Yvelde
begin
waves
to,
as she essentially drifts out of the state. Yvelde waves back to the
yeah,
keeper as she does every
and
time they meet.
as you drift out, as strongly as it always is, comes this overwhelming sense of loneliness that isn't your own. But with that, we're going to go over to Adam.
Hello.
What would you like to do, Adam?
So, firstly, he's looking for some kind of supply store. Just needs things. There's been a lot going on. He wants to try to make or work on something at least to keep his mind off of everything going on.
Supply store or general store? What are you asking for here?
Stuff like copper.
Ah,
Tubing.
so blacksmith.
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, there is blacksmith.
I guess you'll.
So
There.
your wanderings take you towards the northern border of the town, and you come across a building. Above it, kind of hanging loosely, are the words Hofwar's Arms. And it's this kind of stout building, the forge being the only part on the outside which remains solidly connected to the ground. And on the stone foundation of where the forge itself rests, there's a weaponing sharpening station, a tanner, and a fletcher, amongst other things. And here you find scrap bits of copper, iron, steel, daggers, which we're never going to see the shop's counter. And in here itself, in the shop itself, you see countless racks upon racks of weapons and leather armor and half plates, and the shop shows this kind of tall counter upon which rests this large brown ledger, which contains inventory of the whole store. What are you looking for here, Adam? Just whatever you can get your hands on.
Firstly, he's gonna set up first. He's gonna. Fuck. I forgot what the thing was called. What was the pack? Tinker's tools. He's gonna line up all his Tinker's tools and look at what they have available, see if there's anything he might need or want. And he goes around. He's looking for like tubing, maybe some kind of like container, something airtight.
It's
Maybe
absolutely.
some,
So you can absolutely find all this stuff. I know you haven't asked for it, but the only thing you definitely cannot find is black powder.
Okay. I'm not looking for that. But I have
I
like.
know.
Oh wait, do I still have Luciana's bag?
You do.
Okay. So he's gonna try to work on the thing I DM'd you about. Just like put shit together. And it's nice because he's. As much as it's nice having company and people to talk to, he's more comfortable just alone. That's probably why he's wanted to go out in town in the first place, to be away from everyone.
So, with that, I'm gonna need you to roll a tinker check. I believe that's intelligence, right?
I'm not sure. I haven't done this shit before.
Austin, do you know?
What is he trying to do?
Tinker
What is he
check.
trying to do?
Make a thing.
Tinker check.
It might be Smith's tools, depending on.
No, it'll be Tinker's
If
for
it's
this. I know what he's trying to
Tinker's
do here.
tools, then
Sky, I will say this: you can make the housing. As for linking up the housing to the bag itself, you'd need leatherworkers' tools, which unfortunately are not
That's
here.
fair.
So the housing you can just make an intelligence check.
Okay, just straight intelligence.
it
Actually,
seems to
wait.
be straight
Actually, sorry.
intelligence from the looks of it. I looked it up.
Apologies. So you know how this is
Proficiency,
going
I
to
think.
work. So yeah,
It'll
intelligence.
just be like
intelligence.
how long. Okay.
It'll be
Straight
intelligence. Just straight intelligence roll.
Big money, 17.
Housing comes along pretty nicely, my friend.
But knowing that once he
Mhm.
wraps up, knowing that the rest of the party's asleep, he's gonna find wherever like some kind of like brick stove would be, or like like a fireplace, and he like
Mhm.
moves tables and chairs around to be set up similar to something he's more familiar with, and curls up in a corner by a furnace and takes a sleep. takes a sleep.
Can all take a long rest?
Once Yvelde exits the dream state, she just like sits, reading, mainly just going over her notes and her grimoire specifically. She's gonna like look at the book later as she, tries to like once again, as she usually does, figure out certain magical sigils. Where's my HP thing? There.
Schlep.
Schlep. Well,
So yes, you can all take a long rest. I'll do that for Sai and Cosimo right now.
Well, that was fucked.
Oh, you've not ended the session, by the way.
I know. I'm just saying.
yeah.
That was fucked.
She vaporized an entire. Ah, man.
Way to make it easier on yourself as a DM
So
to not have
silly.
to roleplay NPCs. Just fucking annihilate the town.
One NPCs.
I don't want
What
to theory
NPCs?
craft yet
There
about
is
her
no
delaying
one
the
here.
apocalypse. I don't want to theory craft about that yet.
I am.
So,
It's taking
I
all
would
of my
just say
effort not to
this.
think about that for now, at
I will
least.
just say this. Is there anything anyone wants to do?
I can't
if
do
not-
what I want to do because
If not, we're gonna call this session a little bit early. I think we've kind of hit every note we need to this session.
I'm content.
I can't.
That's what
I
we
can't.
Yeah.
I'll
Hot
assume for
damn.
the sake of your sanity, I should not attempt to maintenance Boris again.
For the sake of your sanity,
You
not
said you
mine.
were gonna run, do a saving throw. I was like, do you have enough health for,
I'll
for some
roll.
wisdom damage?
I'll roll to
Wisdom
see.
damage.
I'll roll to see if Oswald
Psychic
will remember.
damage.
I mean, that's a 14.
What are you asking to remember?
Because Oswald said that when he felt less damage, he might give him a more thorough look. Or when he felt less
Uh-huh.
injured.
It's the morning. Not morning. Late afternoon, I think.
Well,
Because
we
we
can
went to
get to that
Vancouver.
next session. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I would actually say that, like, once Yvette starts feeling decently well rested, she is gonna start reading the book, just so that, like, we don't have to, like, handle it, like, in game, like, not in game, but, like, in the middle of while we're doing something else. It's like she starts
So-
reading it.
So, questions, thoughts, comments, criticisms are always appreciated. How did you
It's
find it?
fun.
You killed people, you monster!
I mean,
Literally.
All
I saw I was
y'all
in death
were
saves,
more-
and I saw I
yeah.
got rezzed, and I had this fucking water bottle. I'm like, I know what I'm gonna do.
And then you got water all over your papers.
Yo, it was worth it. The commitment to character.
So,
Gamer.
yeah, we got quite a lot
Damn.
revealed this session. And
My
we
heart was
didn't
fucking
even.
beating, dude. When like everyone
Ow.
was gonna shoot her.
Ow!
I was gonna shoot her.
Ow!
So much.
all I'm gonna say
Ow.
is that I did make essentially a wisdom roll for Yvette in terms of her, like, confronting Luciana. which she rolled really poorly on.
Nice.
And all I'm gonna
I-
say is that not only did it influence how she acted in the moment, but let's just say that shit is gonna go down much differently if we are to meet Luciana again.
Oh my god. bro.
I rolled to see if
First death
Oswald.
saves.
I rolled to see
Yay!
if
First death
Oswald
save!
would
It's a natural one.
if Oswald would hit her or not. And I rolled a natural one. I'm like, yeah, he would tap that.
So I had a whole ass like monologue planned out. Like he's
Maybe that
overwhelmed.
And then you almost
by
died.
everyone
Shrek
talking,
3.
and Luciana is the source of everyone talking, so he's gonna get rid of the problem directly and shoot her. But then you were gonna do a thing. I was like, okay, I'll let that play out, and then that happened. Like, ah.
Yeah, Thunderstep is only verbal, so
Ugh.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
really?
know the pain. I know the pain of Thunderstep PCs. So
Oh,
I
God.
knew it would happen.
God,
but
I'm
I could
inventing
do
a
nothing.
thing. I've never done this. Oh my god.
Good for
I guess
you.
we'll have to figure out the fucking stats of this piece of shit. It's inevitable.
Sorry, my
Yeah,
headset kind of broke.
It's
What did
gonna
I
be that
miss?
she caused the apocalypse, thinking that
Swear
she's
to
gonna prevent it.
Motherfucker.
who said she was preventing it other than her?
She's probably
Yeah,
lying
that's
about
what
that
I'm
That's what I'm
too!
saying. That's what I'm
Honestly,
saying.
I think it would be so funny if she just vaporized the town for shits and giggles. She didn't need to. She
I
just
was
did
just
that.
fucking with you. Chocolate blue.
Hon hon.
Hon hon wee wee baguette.
So I did really like how a lot of character solutions was she has the information, she's giving it freely. Let's kill her.
I just wanted her. Oswald went to a very dark place.
I'm not. No.
This was so-
Here's the thing.
The whiplash I got after session fucking group 1, dude. That was so like lighthearted and shits and giggles.
And then there's us.
And
So
then there's us.
I will say this: is I don't mind what happened in character, right? I really
Yeah.
don't. I just thought it was interesting how the majority of people, when they're like, she's got all the information, all the cards, she's giving the information freely. We just gotta ask the questions. Let's kill her.
Literally, Adam
Yeah.
did not know what to do. He was only keeping her alive to like stall for time to figure out what he wanted.
Yeah, with
Oswald
Yvel
was keeping her
specifically.
alive.
By the way,
Yvel's, like, honestly,
apologies.
I would say Luciana really played onto one of Yvel's weaknesses that, like, if Yvel is tempted by potential information, she's not gonna let that opportunity go. So like, he's like, oh, you want to kill her? Like, shit, no, she can't. She's trying to figure out what exactly she needs to ask her
By
to
the way-
get the fucking information.
By the way, please check Group 5 General.
Oh boy.